Hi everyone, this is Mary and I'm here with Super Skills for Grownups Letter C edition. For letter C, we will be talking about how we make the letter C, what the letter sounds like, and our word of the week, our C word, is going to be car. And to go along with that, our book of the week will be Our Car, written by J.M. Brum and illustrated by Jan Bachlick. And I wondered if you've noticed both in our physical story times, when we used to do those, our in-person ones, and also in our virtual story times, we don't often just read a book straight through from start to finish without some pauses. And the reason we pause, we might talk about the illustrations a little bit. We might ask a question about a character's expression or what they're doing. We might ask the child to guess what might happen next in the story. So this practice is, the fancy name for this practice is dialogic reading. And it's what every caregiver does when you interact with a book with your child. The benefits of dialogic reading are many. You will give your child some background knowledge. For instance, there's a page in here about snow tires that you probably would have to explain to your child as sort of a historical fact. So that gives them a little background knowledge about the world. They will be able to interact with the text more deeply and meaningfully if they are participating as somebody who's talking about it rather than someone who's passively listening. They'll also increase their knowledge of print awareness, which is a librarian term for what does it mean to have a book, okay? A book, in our country at least, we know it opens from the left. We know that we read from left to right. We know that in a children's book, there'll probably be pictures, but there are also letters that combine to make words. So all of this understanding of how a book works is called print awareness. And when you interact with your child with the book, their awareness of that will be increased. Also, just because you're talking to them about the book and because they are contributing their ideas about the book, that discussion about a story is good for them in terms of their interactions with texts and their ability to become a good reader later. So all of these practices that you do when you talk about the book you're reading with your child is going to help them on the road to reading. Okay? Let me talk a little bit about our activity of the week too. We are going to, since we're dealing with cars, I made some traffic lights. Okay? So we've got a red one, a yellow one, and a green one. I just used a circle of construction paper taped onto a craft stick. You don't have to use construction paper. You can have your child cut out a circle, have your child color it. You can use a popsicle stick, use a ruler, whatever works for you. So we are going to have this, and we're going to do a variation on something called, a game that used to be called red light, green light. This is going to be called red light, yellow light, green light. And we will have the child do various gross motor activities that involve their legs while we're holding up either stop, go slowly, go quickly. Okay, so we're going to alternate these traffic signals while they walk or march or skip or gallop or hop. Okay, so those are the ones we are working on this time. And they're going to work at different levels depending on the age of your child. A younger child of 2 or 3 will probably hop with both feet. And if they are going to hop on one foot, it'll probably be their dominant foot, their dominant side, and they probably won't be able to do too many hops. A 4 or 5-year-old is going to be working on hopping with either foot and will be able to hop for a longer distance. A younger child will probably do more galloping than skipping. With galloping, you know, the child leads with the same leg each time, and 4 or 5-year-olds more likely to be able to skip, and skipping, the child alternates the leg that goes first. So depending on how old your child is, they are going to be doing slightly different things with this activity. And you can add some activities if you want to add walking backwards, although it'll be a little harder for them to see the light. You'll have to call out what you'd like them to do. And if you'd like to put a tape down the middle of the room, and they can either hop over it, hop with both feet, hop with one foot, hop with one and then the other, or they can walk on the tape, which is a really good balance activity. So these are some ways you can extend this. I'm sure you can think of lots of other ways to extend it. We've been concentrating on more lower body gross motor skills. We'll have lots of other activities that concentrate on different gross motor skills in the weeks ahead. And I hope you Have fun with our car week, with our dialogic reading, if you read with your child, and on gross motor skill activities. So we will see you next time. Have a great day.